You may have noticed how everyone else seems glued to their screens, sharing every detail, while you or someone you know stay quietly on the sidelines. In a world of constant updates and notifications, feeling comfortable not posting can stir strange emotions. Sometimes it feels like an unspoken secret, as if you're living life in a way that others don't understand. Perhaps you felt the twinge of isolation or guilt. Am I missing out? Do I have something to hide? Or maybe a flicker of pride? I'm fine just being me without the spotlight. That tension between instinct and expectation is the hidden struggle we're exploring. In truth, this silence online isn't empty. It holds meaning. It reveals a quiet confidence, an invisible strength that runs against the noisy tide of social media. It's not shyness or disinterest, but a choice rooted in something deeper. The invisible strength theory. Think of this as invisible strength theory. Imagine your privacy and silence as a kind of hidden power. You've learned, consciously or not, that protecting your inner life can be just as important as sharing it. It's a way of saying, I define my own value. In psychology, people like you often show strong internal validation. You don't need likes, shares, or comments to feel worthy. Your sense of self is built on your own values, not on an audience's approval. By keeping some parts of life private, you keep them sacred and fully yours. This gives you a steady center. You draw confidence from within, not from an external applause meter. This quiet determination, choosing authenticity over attention, is your invisible strength. The hidden root cause. Why did you develop this silent approach? Often, the roots trace back to early life and attachments. In childhood, you may have learned implicitly or explicitly that sharing too much invites judgment or pain. Maybe you were taught to be modest or saw someone get hurt by oversharing. Psychologists have found that people who felt a need to protect their feelings tend to adopt an avoidant attachment style. In other words, as a child, you might have relied on yourself more than others, learning to keep emotional distance. This early lesson can stay with you. You come to believe that silence keeps you safe and in control. Another part of the hidden cause is self-concept clarity. Many quiet online users grew up with a clear sense of their own values and comfort zones, so they didn't feel the need to prove themselves online. If you were encouraged to think for yourself, you internalized the idea that your worth comes from you. Over time, these childhood patterns solidify. You discover that you feel more grounded living life directly, rather than acting it out for others to see. The theories you live by. In your mind, staying out of the spotlight keeps you protected. You might tell yourself, it's better not to post than risk criticism. This is your personal shield. Every post feels like it could open a door to judgment, so you hold your peace. This aligns with research on self-protection. Many silent users see posting as an unnecessary vulnerability. You prioritize your peace of mind over the approval of strangers, believing that if people really want to know you, they'll see you one-on-one, not through a screen. You live by an inner compass. I don't need likes to validate me. Deep down, you assume your self-worth is independent of social media. This echoes the idea of an internal locus of control. You believe happiness and confidence come from inside, not from external feedback. Psychologically, people like you often have what experts call secure self-esteem. You feel complete without proving yourself online. In practice, this means you aren't chasing trends or tallying up reactions. Instead, you measure success by your own standards. Did that conversation feel meaningful? Did you learn something? This mindset protects you from the anxiety of comparison. Those who rarely post feel no pressure to keep up with others because their identity isn't tied to someone else's timeline. Your life isn't a competition, and your approval is already yours. You often think the best memories don't need an audience. You've noticed that when you reach for your phone, you half miss the point of what's happening. This belief that experiences are for living, not performing, guides you. Many quiet observers share this insight. They know the best memories are lived, not posted. In other words, your instinct is to stay present. You'll happily watch a sunset or enjoy a meal without photographing it for others because the feeling itself is enough. This ties back to mindfulness, living in the moment without the layer of performance. You might feel proud of learning to reconnect with life directly instead of living behind a camera lens. You believe authenticity comes from doing things fully, not from the likes they bring. It's a new, healing perspective. Here's a softer truth. You're doing something brave, not wrong. Rather than treating silence as a flaw to fix, try seeing it as an act of self-knowledge. Psychology even suggests that privacy can be a sign of emotional intelligence. Experts note that people who refrain from posting often have emotional clarity, self-awareness, and inner stability. In other words, your quietness may come from a place of strength. The healthier idea to embrace is this: quiet confidence is its own form of presence. You don't have to perform to be real. Sharing every detail might feel like living life in fragments, but you remind yourself that wholeness comes from within, not from a feed. By stepping off the carousel of constant comparison, you can rebuild your sense of worth on firm ground. Imagine a new mindset where private life and public life coexist. You can still connect with others meaningfully without needing to share every step. Think of it as adopting a quiet confidence paradigm. You honor your values and only broadcast what truly matters, and even that is optional. This is not isolation, it's intentional authenticity. One simple step you can take today. Try a gentle experiment. Reserve one moment just for yourself. Pick something you enjoy, maybe savoring a cup of coffee, taking a short walk, or listening to a favorite song. And keep your phone out of it. Instead of framing it for social media, soak it in silently. Notice how you feel. You might find that the experience becomes richer when you aren't also thinking, will I share this? This small act of mindful privacy can be healing. It reinforces that not every beautiful moment needs an audience. Over time, these private rituals, a journal entry, quiet conversation, a personal celebration, help rewire your brain to find joy in life itself, not in how it appears online. Remember, you don't have to conform to an online rhythm to be connected. Real meaning and genuine presence often thrive in the unshared spaces of our lives.